Hi everyone, my name's Aleka. Welcome to my channel, Lake's View. I am new to YouTube. I just wanted to create this channel just because I wanted to remind everyone how vital your individual healing and self-care is on this journey towards self-development and self-empowerment, okay? So what we're gonna do today is I'm going to give you guys some healing messages for the month of April. It's the things that I want you to focus on and work on as we go on throughout the month, okay? So first I'm gonna go over what you need to heal, then I'm gonna go over what's blocking you, and then I'm gonna give you some advice. Okay, let's go, Capricorn. So what does Capricorn need to heal for the month of April? Okay, so I had the Four of Wands pop out, the Page of Cups pop out, and the Queen of Wands pop out, okay? So you may need to heal a home situation, all right? You may be at a standstill with a child of yours. Maybe there's a situation now that most of the kids are out of school and everyone's home. Maybe you and your child are clashing. You and your child may be not getting along at all this month. I don't know, you're just not used to being home together during the day or whatever, but I feel like there's a lot of like conflict and attitude, and maybe your child is getting a little bit older and a little bit more opinionated, and they're saying things to you that you just can't believe, and you're just not used to them behaving this way, and you're just not used to having to deal with them during the daytime. So tensions could be kind of high, okay? I want to remind you to keep your patience, okay? Keep your patience with your children. I'm not at all saying if your children are being disrespectful to you to not penalize them or, to discipline them in any way. But I am saying, getting a strong message here to lighten up, and I want you to remember your nurturing side, okay? You may just be anxious in general over the whole situation with the pandemic, and this may or may not, you may be taking out your frustrations on your family just a little bit, okay? And maybe the fact that your kids just jumping all over the place, it's not helping, right? So I do want you to understand here that the message here is definitely for you to go a little bit easy on everyone. Everyone's a little bit stressed, everyone's high strung, but I want to remind you to just come back down to earth a little bit. I do feel like you could really be losing yourself in all of this. Maybe one of you guys yelled at your children recently, and you kind of felt bad about it later. I don't know if you're the type of parent to apologize or anything, but maybe just later on when you were thinking about it, you're like, okay, I didn't really have to react like that, or they were being annoying, but the situation wasn't that serious, or whatever the case is. But I do have a feeling of tensions running high, and also displacement of anger. You're expressing your anger towards the wrong things. Target your anger, Capricorn. Healing advice for Capricorn for the month of April. Healing advice for Capricorn for the month of April. Okay, so I see the Lovers, I see the Seven of Pentacles, and then I also see the King of Cups. All right, so the Lovers here is definitely unions, people coming together. This could also be you and your spouse. It could be you and your spouse, in the house together all day, every day, driving each other crazy, and maybe, things could be kind of heated, And also, this is another card of patience. All right, I was telling you earlier about this patience. With the Seven of Pentacles, I do see patience here, Capricorn. You are in need of patience. Yeah, Capricorn. I feel like you're pretty fiery right now, and you're losing your gentle side, your soft side. Okay, some of you, you're really rigid. You're really high strung right now. I'm getting a really high strung nature. Like some of you guys need to really detensify, whatever. However you do that, you need to do it, because you're becoming a problem for everyone around you, kind of. Like, everyone is a victim to your bad mood right now, Capricorn, and I'm not judging you at all, because everyone has their days like this. But I'm asking you to take the time to think and say to yourself, you know, am I in a bad mood right now, and that's why I'm reacting to everybody with, you know, hostility and anger and sharp words, things like that? You do need to take on a more pleasant role right now, because I am seeing that everyone around you is having a difficult time in one way or another, not just you, Capricorn. And be mindful of the way you are coming off to other people. I don't think you're doing this intentionally. I know you're not, but I do feel like you're a little bit caught up, and the people around you are kind of, you know, they're being victimized. Yeah, your family, whoever you're around, whoever you're in quarantine with, those people pretty much have to suffer the consequences of being around a person who's really angry and grumpy right now. And I just want you to sort through your feelings. I want you to sort through your feelings. I want you to go deep within. I want you to process the way you feel. I want you to ask yourself, what am I really angry about? What is really bugging me? What is really bothering me? What am I worried about? What am I afraid of? What has me so anxious? And what has everyone walking, you know, on eggshells around me? What is that thing? What is blocking Capricorn right now? What is blocking the sign of Capricorn right now? What is blocking Capricorn from healing right now? Okay, so you got the Page of Swords, you got the Two of Swords, and then you got the Strength card. I definitely do feel like, because of the Strength card, I do feel like there's something in you where you're a little bit off balance. You're not feeling your most optimistic right now. You're not. And I do feel like there's a lot of worry because you're in your head. You're in your head and you're very defensive with everyone around you at the current time. It's because you're feeling weak in a certain area that you may or may not have identified yet. And because of that, you're triggered by any and everything. Everything is kind of irritating you right now. It's just one of those days, one of those weeks, one of those months for you, Capricorn. And then you got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, he's very sharp, he's witty, you know, and I do feel like this is symbolizing you and the way you're speaking towards people and the things you're saying. These things are definitely holding you back. And you see how this Empress is nurturing this lion? I think the people around you probably notice that you're a little bit on edge as of lately, and they want you to feel better. And maybe the things that they're trying to do to make you feel better, maybe those are the very things that are triggering you. You know, like if you know, your spouse comes and tries to rub you down, they realize you're feeling a little bit tense, and then you're just like, get off me. I want my space. You know, something like that. You know, and lighten up, Capricorn. Be more nurturing to the people around you. This whole situation is supposed to remind us, I do feel that this situation is supposed to remind us what matters and who matters, and be sure not to push away the people who matter because of a temporary situation. And yes, I said temporary. See, the Three of Cups. This is what you're supposed to be doing right now. Being merry and happy with people, coming together, enjoying each other's company. What did I say? I said this was temporary, right? We all knew this. This is temporary. This is not gonna last. This is not gonna last too long. I do want you to know that success is coming. And when I say success, I do feel like everything, the scales are balancing out. Everything is going to turn out the way it is supposed to turn out. And I do feel like this will lead for some sort of joy and happiness, okay? But you can have joy and happiness right now, even with the craziness that's going on in the world. It is possible to, you know, not think about the horrible things that are happening, and, you know, think about the people around you right now, the family you have around you, what they mean to you. I want you to take the time to realize what everyone around you means to you. All the people that are in your life, all the people who love you, all the people who are dealing with your shit right now, Capricorn, I want you to show those people that you love them. Be a little softer, be a little bit more nurturing. The situation is not easy on everyone. Everybody is going through some sort of stress right now. Everybody is, tense. But I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to find the strength to come out of all of this, because you will. And I want you to be kind and nurturing to the people around you, Capricorn. Because Capricorn, you are a very nurturing sign. You are. You take care of people. And it may be the people that you're taking care of that you're fed up with, your spouse, your kids, whatever. You're fed up with these people, but I do feel like even though you probably are still taking care of people, I do feel like you're being a little bit harsh and a little bit on edge, and like the claws are really out right now, Capricorn. I want you to just bring them back in, and then I want you to be like a little kitty, nice and fluffy. Okay, be like a kitty, Capricorn. So, Capricorn, what I want to do now, I want to pull you a card from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck by Jill Pyle. I want to leave you with that self-care message, something to think about for the month of April. A self-care card for Capricorn for the month of April. Self-care card for Capricorn for the month of April. Capricorn, self-care, month of April. Capricorn. Clean your space. Okay. You want to know what I immediately thought about when I saw this card? I thought of things like saging. By cleaning, we're removing the dust, we're removing the dirt, we're removing the negative particles. You're supposed to be removing and releasing a lot of negative energy around you right now, Capricorn. I do feel like you're very tense and the negativity is getting to you and it's manifesting in the way you speak to the people around you. I do want you to recognize that, when you clean your space, this may mean actual cleaning of the home, yes, but this can also mean clean the energy around you, the bad vibes, toxins, whatever you want to call it. I do feel that when you have this feeling of clarity of your space, and when you don't feel so, what's the word I want to use? When you don't feel so like uptight, I think that you'll realize that just naturally you'll loosen up a little bit, naturally. You just won't be as defensive. I think you'll be a much more pleasant person for the people around you to be around when you do this. I want you to take this into consideration. Maybe you need to clean to blow off some steam. Sometimes, at first we don't feel like cleaning, but once we get started, you just get a little flow going, and before you know it, you can clean the whole house. And then you feel better. When your space is clean and clear, you feel better. You genuinely feel better. And I do feel like you're in need to do something to feel better. And I do feel like, decluttering your space will help with this, whether it's saging to get the bad vibes out or whatever. I do feel like it's something you should take into consideration, okay? I'm going to read you the message that is in the guidebook for this. Number 9. This is the mantra that you guys should say. When my physical space is clean and tidy, my mind is clear. Okay, your mind is not clear right now, Capricorn. There's so much going on right now that you express it with harsh words and sharpness and attitude, and you don't have to do that. When your mind is clear, you will feel much more at ease. You would feel like a much easier person you would just be a much easier person to be around. I'll just put it that way. Let me read what this says to you guys. Giving yourself the gift of a clean space has a ripple effect. It allows more things in your life to fall into the right place. By clearing and cleaning your surroundings, you can also declutter your mind. Start with cleaning your bedroom and then work your way out to all corners of your home. Don't just stay on the surface. Take the time to clean inside the cupboards and drawers, sort through old paperwork, and get rid of the dust bunnies. Also, review the objects you've collected and consider opportunities to donate or sell things you no longer need. As you minimize the number of belongings in your space, it will become easier to clean in the future. Notice how having a clean space makes you feel energetically clear. Create a routine that will allow you to keep it up. To start, it can be as simple as making your bed each morning or keeping an area like your desk organized. Let it grow from there. Capricorn, I do think this is a very good message for you. Okay, I think that when you clean your space, I think that you're just gonna feel happier. You're just not gonna be in as much of a bad mood anymore. You're not gonna feel the need to express your anger in inappropriate ways. Right, Capricorn? Because I really don't think you mean to. And like I was saying earlier, I think some of you could have been using harsh words towards the people around you, and then after you thought about it, like, damn, that was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. You know, maybe I should go apologize. I don't know, I'm not saying you have to, but I'm just, you know, everyone's situation is going to be different. But I do feel the need here for you to take recognition to how you're behaving right now and the way you're coming off to the people around you. Right, Capricorn? So that's your healing message for the month of April. If you guys like my style, like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in the box below. I would really love to get to know you guys. I really love to interact with you guys. I would love to know who's watching my videos. If this is you, if you resonated with this at all, tell me about it. I'd love to hear it. Tell me about it, okay? So I'm gonna move on and do the next sign. I just stopped by to remind you guys that your healing is so essential towards your self-care, and that your self-care is so essential for your soul. Bye, Capricorn.